Good evening. Thank you to all of our members, retailers, businesses, and elected officials that are here virtually this evening, as well as our many sponsors who made this event possible. Sponsors will be displayed during the event, and we would like to recognize them for their ongoing contributions to our industry and in support of our organization. This past year, the Maryland Retailers Alliance weighed in on over 250 pieces of legislation during the state's legislative session. And we're also active at the local level with various bills being introduced, such as consumer protection lawsuit expansions, bag bans, and shopping cart fines. As always, we helped introduce and pass bills at the state level, including organized retail crime, immunization access in pharmacies, protections from predatory lenders, and worked with legislators to protect loyalty programs and the data privacy bill that passed this year. We were also able to help protect $1 million we helped obtain for the designated Main Street program, supporting small business historic epicenters throughout the state. Like most years, most of our efforts were spent on the defense, on labor issues, data privacy, various environmental bills from labeling standards to egg regulations, new taxes, and the restrictive scheduling issue. Thank you to every elected official who listened to our concerns, worked with us, sponsored amendments, and supported us on these important issues. And as I do every year, I want to thank the Statewide Business Coalition as we work together on major issues of importance, and we really are a team. Thank you as well to our board, our executive committee, and our Maryland Retailers Alliance team, Sarah, Lisa King, and Lisa Consiglio Ryan. Your efforts are greatly appreciated on behalf of our industry and myself. Finally, thank you to our members, the retail industry, and many businesses that are the backbone of our communities, lifting your voices up and helping to solve problems to ensure that your businesses can thrive is truly an honor. MRA will continue to fight for you and ensure your voices are heard at the state and local levels. I'd now like to welcome our keynote speaker for the evening, the Secretary of the Maryland Department of Labor, Portia Wu. Before joining Governor Moore's administration, Secretary Wu was the Assistant Secretary for Employment and Training at the United States Department of Labor. And prior to joining the Department of Labor, Secretary Wu served as the White House Domestic Policy Council as Special Assistant and Senior Policy Advisor to President Barack Obama for Labor and Workforce. In Maryland, Secretary Wu really hit the ground running, often testifying herself on legislation and really engaging on issues impacting businesses. We look forward to continuing our work with her and her department. Secretary Wu.
I'm Portia Wu, Secretary of the Maryland Department of Labor. I want to thank Kaylee Locklear and the whole team at the Retailers Alliance for their hard work and leadership and for bringing us together this evening. I'm delighted to celebrate the changemakers and champions who are being recognized tonight. Each of the awardees has worked tirelessly to support retail across the state. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for your tremendous contributions to Maryland. I also want to recognize all of the businesses and individuals on this call. Each of you plays a critical role in our state's economy as job creators, community partners, and advocates. There are over 250,000 workers in Maryland's retail trade at roughly 17,000 businesses. That's 1 in 10 workers in our state. This sector also contributes nearly $30 billion to the economy. And most importantly, retail is a great place for anyone, not only to get a job, but to climb a ladder and build a career. At Maryland Department of Labor, our mission is to foster economic growth and competitiveness by supporting businesses, connecting workers to good jobs, and protecting workers, consumers, and the public. And we know that, particularly for retail, the heart of your success, and ours, is ensuring a vibrant and thriving workforce. This means investments like the Earn Maryland program, which supports industry-based partnerships to train and upskill workers to meet employers' needs. Thus far, this administration has invested $13 million in Earn Maryland to train over 5,500 workers. We are also laser-focused on expanding registered apprenticeship. We've reached over 12,000 apprentices in the state right now, and we're bringing this strategy to more communities and more industry sectors. A key focus for us is retail and hospitality. We now have several community colleges offering apprenticeship programs that lead to a degree in restaurant, hotel, and hospitality management. And we're partnering with retail employers like Royal Farms, who developed a high-quality registered apprenticeship program for retail store managers. Finally, there are many new laws taking effect that will impact Maryland businesses and which can help you attract and retain skilled workers. These include new wage transparency laws that go into effect on October 1st and Maryland's forthcoming family and medical leave insurance program. Starting October 1st, employers must include pay range and benefits information and pay transparency on written pay stubs. Pay range transparency is new in Maryland, but it has already been adopted in several states. These laws are an important lever to address persistent wage gaps and help workers negotiate a more level playing field. They also help businesses to more efficiently find the right candidates by improving recruiting and reducing mismatches in expectations. This is particularly important for small businesses. The Society for Human Resource Management, SHRM, found that 70% of businesses that list pay ranges on their job postings say that doing so has not only boosted the number of applicants, it's also improved the quality of applicants as well. We know that many of you already include these best practices in your operations, and for those making the transition, Maryland Department of Labor is committed to making it as seamless as possible. We have provided sample forms for job postings and for pay stubs so we can take the guesswork out of compliance, but still allow businesses to choose what is right for you. We look forward to partnering with you as these laws become reality. I'm also very excited about the launching of paid family and medical leave insurance here in Maryland. Paid leave is valuable and critical, really, in attracting and retaining valued employees, especially women. We've seen in other states that have adopted paid leave that paid leave can significantly increase the labor force participation of mothers and reduce women leaving the workforce for years afterwards. This is key at a time when finding skilled workers is at a premium. Paid leave gives employers greater cost predictability, and it helps smaller employers to offer a valuable benefit that historically only larger companies could afford. Employers benefit from reduced turnover and boosted morale. And finally, having paid family and medical leave in Maryland will help our state remain an attractive place to live and work and keep pace with nearby jurisdictions, including Washington, D.C., Delaware, and New Jersey that already have paid leave programs. So tonight, I hope that we can recognize and celebrate these wonderful leaders and your success as a community. We are grateful at the Maryland Department of Labor to have the Retailers Alliance as a partner. Congratulations again, and thank you.
Thank you for those remarks, Madam Secretary. Now let's get to the awards ceremony. We'll begin with the Retail Theft Prevention Award. MRA received many applications for our newly renamed Retail Theft Prevention Award. And as always, we were highly impressed with every application we received. We thank all law enforcement, asset protection, and prosecutors' offices for working with retailers during this time, especially as theft continues to rise and has now surpassed over $110 billion nationally. Our awardee recipient this year is the Frederick County State's Attorney's Office, led by State's Attorney Charlie Smith. Charlie was originally elected in 2006 and is in his 5th term, the longest serving state's attorney in Maryland. And he's recently the past chair of the National District Attorneys Association. From participating in highly attended panels at the Maryland Association of Counties Conference on Organized Retail Crime, to the joint lobbying effort his team engaged in with us, including Joyce King and Jason Shoemaker. They participated in Annapolis on our bill repeatedly, even talking with the chairman in depth about legislation, and we're extremely grateful for their efforts. Thank you so much to you and your extraordinary team.
Hey everyone, I'm State's Attorney Charlie Smith here in Frederick County, Maryland, and I'm very pleased to accept this award from the Retail Industry Leaders Association on behalf of my office. Last year we worked extremely hard to promote education and awareness in the retail sector as well as among our legislators. It started out in last September where we visited numerous retail locations such as Home Depot, Lowe's, Ulta Beauty, and American Eagle, and we really learned as prosecutors the hurdles that you all are facing with regard to retail theft. After that, we took our show to the Maryland Association of Counties, where I presented with our Attorney General in the state of Maryland, and we talked to legislators and elected officials from small towns all the way up to the state to try to, again, promote awareness of the threat, quite frankly, that you all are facing with regard to organized retail crime and retail theft. And then finally, we went down to our legislature in Annapolis, myself as well as our economic division chief, Jason Shoemaker and Joyce King, and presented to our legislators down in Annapolis. And we were hopefully trying to beat back bad legislation and promote good legislation, and I think we were successful in doing so. So to those of you that are listening to this, I would ask that you do one thing, something that we did here in Frederick County. We're now meeting monthly with our LPOs and others in the retail industry to discuss the problems with prosecution and the problems that we're facing with what you are doing so that we can prosecute cases, and we are definitely combating retail theft and organized retail crime more effectively here in Frederick County. So again, I encourage you to do so in your jurisdiction, and once again, many thanks to the Retail Industry Leaders Association for this award.
Again, State's Attorney Smith, thank you to you and your team. Now for the Maryland Association of Chain Drugstores Advocates of the Year. It's my pleasure to present this award to both Senator Malcolm Augustine and Delegate Leslie Lopez, who after more than a decades-long fight ensured the passage of priority legislation that will ensure pharmacists can immunize children in Maryland. Senator Augustine is a proud Harvard University graduate and was first elected in 2019 from Prince George's County. He served on both Finance and now Education, Energy, and the Environment committees, where our organization has interacted with him an extraordinary amount. He quickly rose through the ranks and is now the president pro tem. Delegate Leslie Lopez was also elected in 2019 and has served on both the Judiciary and Health and Government Operations committees. She is the immediate past president of the Women's Legislators of Maryland and a staunch advocate of policies that increase access to healthcare for families. We thank both of them immensely for really sticking with us on these very important pieces of policy.
I'm Maryland State Senator Malcolm Augustine, and I couldn't be prouder to have received the Legislator of the Year Award from the Maryland Association of Chain Drug Stores. We have worked so very hard over the course of multiple sessions to get past permanent authorization for pharmacists to provide vaccines to children. And we finally got it done in 2024 legislative session. We did it as a team, working in particular with Kaylee Locklear and the group at the Maryland Retailers Association to really get this thing done. And so as a team effort, I accept this award with great gratitude as Legislator of the Year, and I say thank you.
Hey, this is Delegate Leslie Lopez, and I am so honored to be receiving this award from the Maryland Chain Drugstore Association for Legislator of the Year. I know this award is a result of our big legislative accomplishment with Senator Malcolm Augustine, the bill that passed this past year. But that bill comes after decades and decades of hard work. And so more than anything, I really want to thank you for your partnership and look forward to all the continued partnership in the upcoming sessions to come.
Thank you both again. We'll now move on to the Lewis S. Goldstein Award, which is given to retailers and individuals who have made a difference in our industry. And it's my immense honor to provide our Lewis S. Goldstein Award to Dave Vanderwood. Dave, a graduate of Tufts University, is a senior manager of government affairs for Best Buy. He leads advocacy and monitors legislative activity for Best Buy in 22 states in the Northeast, Midwest, and Southeast regions of the country, and advises internal business teams on state level policy trends and activity related to labor and employment, tax, financial services, organized retail crime, and retail theft. Dave's importance to his company, to industry partners, and associations like ours on the front lines just cannot be understated. He is often the first person to respond to us regarding legislation and goes above and beyond to make sure that our team is armed and ready for the many hearings that we participate in. Dave, I want to personally thank you for your dedication, your hard work, and leadership on behalf of our industry. If our associations could replicate you and your work, we absolutely would.
Thank you to Kaylee and the Board of Directors for the Maryland Retailers Alliance for selecting me to be this year's recipient of the Louis L. Goldstein Service Award. I'm truly honored to be named by my peers to receive this award and humbled to join the impressive list of past recipients. At Best Buy, we strive to use the internal expertise of our business teams and our experience in other states to shape our legislative priorities. Kaylee and Sarah are skilled at using this information to achieve the best outcome for the industry, whether it's tax, labor and workforce, data privacy, gift cards, or other key retail issues. I value MRA's legislative approach, Kaylee and Sarah's desire to understand how retailers are currently addressing a given issue, and I'm impressed by the credibility they've built with lawmakers to provide timely and accurate feedback. If I can play a small part in their success, by answering a phone call or responding to an email, I'm happy to do so. Thank you again for selecting me to receive this award. I'm truly honored.
Thank you again for all that you do, Dave. Let's now move on to MRA's Legislative All-Star Team. We're now excited to honor this year's Legislative All-Star Team. The legislators receiving these awards stood up for retailers in many ways. Some introduced legislation for us, others introduced amendments in committee or on the floor. They worked with us to pass or defeat legislation. And although each of their stories differ, some quite dramatically, as we certainly do not always see eye to eye on every issue, these legislators help make the voices of retailers in Maryland heard, but really went above and beyond in their efforts. And we want to thank all of you. Thank you again to this year's Legislative All-Star Team. And we'll now turn to our final award, MRA's Legislator of the Year. From the Maryland Senate, it is my honor to present our Legislator of the Year award to Chairwoman Pam Beidle from Anne Arundel County. She's new to her chairmanship this year and has impressively led her committee through numerous bills passage, carefully weighing stakeholder input and ensuring fair discourse, including many bills impacting our industry. Even bills like data privacy that ended up in very different postures between the House and Senate, she artfully negotiated, and we are incredibly grateful to have her as chair and to have the opportunity to work with her. Chair Beidle first served in the House of Delegates in 2007, and she won her seat in the state Senate in 2019. And her impressive time in office, she has served on a variety of committees, providing her with in-depth knowledge on many policy issues, including transportation, the environment, gaming, and now the healthcare and business issues that come through her committee. We appreciate you, Chairwoman Beidle, always listening to our positions. We are thrilled to have you at the helm of Senate Finance Committee, and thank you immensely.
Good afternoon. I'm Senator Pam Beidle, Chair of the Finance Committee representing District 32. I just want to thank the Maryland Retailers Alliance for presenting me as Legislator of the Year. It's really been my pleasure to work with Kaylee and Sarah and always look forward to hearing from them. They represent the issues of the retailers very effectively, and I look forward to continuing to work with you in 2025. Thank you.
Thank you again, Chairwoman Vital. I'll now turn it over to Dan Spears at BMI, an excellent benefit partner at MRA for so many retailer members who have music in their stores. And he'll introduce tonight's musical performer, the incredible Jessica Rose.
Hi, this is Dan Spears with BMI. I am grateful once again to be back at your awards ceremony to showcase one of BMI's great songwriters. So thank you, Kaylee. Thank you, Lisa, for this opportunity. Wow, this female vocal powerhouse is someone that I'm a big fan of. She's been called by many as the country version of Pink. She's opened for the likes of Carrie Underwood, Russell Dickerson, Jimmy Allen. I think you're gonna love her. She's one of the hardest working women in the music industry. She performs more than 200 shows a year, is constantly on the road, working hard to showcase her music and her talent, and she's joining us today. Please welcome BMI songwriter, Jessica Rose.
Thank you, Dan. It's great to be a part of this event where you're honoring excellence in Maryland's retail industry. I'm excited to play a few songs for you. My name's Jessica Rose. This song's called Quit Complaining. We're all lucky to be here. I've been looking at my life a little closer. I've been looking at my love a little sweeter too. I've been spending all my days a little wiser, little wilder, yeah. 'Cause we don't know how long this ride goes, yeah. So I quit complaining. I've got air in my lungs and someone I love took for granted the things that I've got. It's like I forgot that money don't buy everything. When I promised anything, and time is short, so I'll make it sweet. And I quit complaining. I've been driving a little faster, a little slower. I've been thinking these four wheels for getting me where I'm going. I've been thinking about the things that'll matter when I'm older. 'Cause we don't know how long this ride goes, yeah. So I quit complaining. I've got air in my lungs and someone I love took for granted the things that I've got. It's like I forgot that money don't buy everything. When I promised anything, and time is short, so I'll make it sweet. And I quit complaining. Try not to be so hard on myself and not compare to anyone else. 'Cause we don't know how long this ride goes. So I quit complaining. I've got air in my lungs and someone I love took for granted the things that I've got. Money don't buy everything. When I promised anything, and time is short, so I'll make it sweet. And I quit complaining. I've got air in my lungs and someone I love. When I promised anything, time is short, so I'll make it sweet. I got another one for you. This one is called Whiskey Knows the More You Drink, the More You Talk. And this is my song that was on Sirius XM. I hope you guys like it. It's happened to me. I've been lying to myself. it bottled on the shelf. I share my secrets with my friend Jack, just 'cause I know he can't talk back. 1 drink, 2 drink, maybe 3 or 4. I got this feeling I can't ignore. The more I drink, the more I talk. This whiskey's got me falling hard. I think a little less when I drink a little more. Where is this night gonna go? Only the whiskey knows. The whiskey knows. One by one they go down smooth. Keep on pouring that 90 proof. Oh, I'm tired of bottling it up inside. If I get a buzz, I might tell you tonight. The more I drink, the more I talk. This whiskey's got me falling hard. I think a little less when I drink a little more. Where is this night gonna go? Only the whiskey knows. The whiskey knows. Yeah. Well, I let my guard down with each drink I throw down. It might be time for me to let you in. The more I drink, the more I talk. This whiskey's got me falling hard. I think a little less when I drink a little more. Where is this night gonna go? Only the whiskey knows. Only the whiskey knows. Well, I got one more song left with you guys, and the Nashville Songwriting Association just gave me an award for this song a few months ago. It's called Burn. All these songs are out on Spotify, by the way, and Apple Music, and anywhere you could hear music. This is about being with someone that's not good for you, but you do it anyway because you're in love. I'm drawn to you like a spark to a flame. The heat pulls me in. I don't mind the pain. My temperature rises. It's hard to breathe. The feel of your skin on me. Do what you please. I like the burn. I drink you in like 90 proof. Doing what it does and do it all again. I like the buzz. My mind that's gone. Taste the sting on my tongue as the fire starts to grow. I like the burn, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. One last dance, the music fades, the night still lingers, head back to my place. I know it's not good for me, but I want you to stay. I have no regrets lying here tonight. I'll take the blame. I like the burn. I drink you in like 90 proof. Doing what it does, I'll do it all again. I like the buzz. My mind, let's go. Taste the sting on my tongue as the fire starts to grow. I like the burn, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. I tried to fight it, can't deny it. This desire to burn. I drink you in like 90 proof, doing what it does, I do it all again. I like the buzz, my mind that's gone. Taste the sting on my tongue as the fire starts to grow. I like the burn, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Thank you so much for letting me share my music with you guys. I hope you have a great day and keep in touch. Come see us in Nashville. Send me a message.
Jessica, that was wonderful, and I can't wait to listen to more of your music. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We hope everyone enjoyed the evening. We'd like to thank you so much, and to our sponsors for their continued support. May your families be well, and we look forward to seeing you all soon.